Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be trying some new products from Laura Geller. They sent me a box full of goodies, and I believe they've done a little bit of rebranding, repackaging, because things look newer and fresher. So if you guys would like to see what's new and my thoughts on these Laura Geller products, then just keep watching. So if you've been around the YouTube beauty space for, I would say 7 or 8 years, you would know that it was called the Gelato Swirl Highlight was so popular. Everyone wanted, I think it was Gilded Honey. It was super popular. And then the marbleized finish powders and blushes, I feel like they had their time on YouTube. So I'm curious to dive into what's new from the brand because everyone knows the blushes are beautiful, the powders are beautiful. So today we have 2 primers, bronzers, blushes, concealer, powder, and a mascara to try. So first things first, we have this guy. This is the Spackle Skin Perfecting Primer, and this is an original bronze. Now I know their Spackle primer used to come in like a kind of like a squeezy tube like this. Now it comes in like a giant tube. It says, rich cream to gel spackle is the perfect lightweight base for long-lasting makeup, minimizing the look of pores and fine lines while pampering skin with skin-focused ingredients. The bronze tint adds a subtle sun-kissed glow to your everyday look. It is like a very subtle, it does kind of blend out a bit. All right. I'm wondering if this will have a similar effect as the Armani product or the Physicians Formula product, but this is meant as a primer. Those are both meant as bronzing products. So, okay, it's not that dark on the skin. It doesn't add a whole lot of color. Obviously, my skin gets red just from rubbing it, but it just adds like a healthy glow. I don't think it adds a whole lot of color, but you could always carry it down the neck if you were concerned about that. As far as minimizing pores go, I feel like my pores are still pretty noticeable. I would say, if anything, it just provides a subtle bronze glow. There's no shimmer to this. It honestly just looks like a moisturizer at this point. But so far, so good. Moving on to the next priming product. This is the Spackle Illuminating Under Eye Primer. 2-in-1 primer helps to keep your concealer in place while brightening and hydrating your under eyes, looking refreshed even after a late night. The real micronized pearls give fine lines a soft focus blur. Haven't done Botox in quite a while. Only tried it the one time, so the lines are back. Oh, it's like a stick. Oh. Does have a little shimmer in it. All right, let's see. Do I just glide it on the eye? It does feel really hydrating. There's like a slight radiance to it, nothing super noticeable, but I feel like if you don't have the blue under eye circles, this just might be a nice refresher for the under eyes if you don't need a lot of concealer. I'm kind of liking the way my skin looks just as it is. Like, I feel like if I concealed the few like little breakouts I have, I might feel comfortable doing like mascara and a chapstick and good to go. And as this dries down, it actually looks like it has a slight gold tint to it. I'll be curious to see if that shows up under the eyes as it dries down. Okay, so the next several products are colorful cream face products. I feel like I need my base done, but I really want to see what the concealer does with these redness areas. So this is the concealer. It is the Ideal Fix Concealer. Better skin in a bottle. Make dark circles, age spots, and blemishes disappear with this multitasking, crease-proof, transfer-proof concealer. Lightweight, medium coverage liquid formula is enhanced with paracress, a plant-based ingredient from South America and Madagascar that fights against expression lines to provide a skin tightening effect for a youthful, lifted look. Wonder if it's going to tingle. Vitamin E protects against harmful free radicals that cause skin to look aged, leaving your face feeling baby soft. It can also be worn all over as foundation. Maybe we'll try that today. So I have 3 shades. I have Fair 130, Porcelain 100, and Light 150. So let's open them up and swatch them. Okay, first we have Porcelain 100, which definitely looks very, very fail. Ooh, a huge doe foot applicator like the Tarte Shape Tape. Okay, that is way too bright, but it would be a beautiful brightening shade. Next we have Fair 130. Getting closer. And I feel like this one has a bit more peachy tone to it. And then we have Light 150. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one in the middle just because it has the peachy undertone to it. This one's definitely too yellow and this one's too light. Not sure this is going to be able to be a foundation for me today, but we can at least see what kind of coverage we get with this and if it is crease proof. I'm going to take the New Nudes Real Technique Air Sponge and we'll see what we can do. Okay, it spreads quite a bit. Oh, that looks really pretty. That color actually might be perfect. Okay, so this side is concealed, this side is not. If you're looking for a more natural look, this might do it. Like, yes, I do still see the blue under eyes, but I did not color correct. I was hoping that the peach in this Fair 130 would kind of cancel it out, which it did slightly. You can see the blue pretty clearly here, and it definitely is covered up here. I'm not sure if it's not mixing well with the under eye primer, which is weird because they're both from the same brand, but I feel like it's getting like weird right here. Do you see that? I mean, it said it had like technology to prevent the lines. So let me try tapping some on with my finger. It says crease proof, but it's already settling into the line in my eyelid. Okay, so using it all over as a foundation is definitely easy to do. I put on what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots of concealer, and it mostly covered my face. So this spreads really well, it blends really well, it looks really pretty on the skin. So again, we have before and after. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the face and we'll be back to try the color products. Okay, next up, let's try the lip product to see how it sets while we're doing the rest of the video. These are the Modern Classic Matte Lip Mousse. Packaging, again, sleek white with the color accent. We have 3 shades, Terrific Truffle, Marvelous Mauve, and Bare Beige. Okay, first up is Terrific Truffle. Black packaging, gold detail, frosted bottle. There's not really much coming off, let's see. Super, super skinny doe foot. It's very thin. It's not what I was expecting at all. I thought this would be more like a NYX lip mousse type of product or matte lip cream. It almost looks like a lip tint, but we'll see how it dries down. I didn't even tell you. Next we have Marvelous Mauve. Yeah, see how they're kind of sheer? And then finally we have Bare Beige. So light. I think I will go with Terrific Truffle and just see what it looks like on the lips. Okay, it's there, but it is very, very thin. It feels like the Say lip balm. It almost feels like powdery. So I had to step away to take a phone call. So it's been a couple minutes and these are completely dry now. So I wonder, I don't know, it's a really interesting formula. Like, it's very thin. You can't even really tell that you're wearing anything. Like, I can't feel it. You can see a slight color. So I would say it has like a milky tone and it feels like nothing on the lips. So a really interesting formula, but it isn't quite opaque enough to get away with maybe not lining the lips. So I think I would have done like a liner and then put this on top of it. I'm not sure it's a formula I'll reach for a ton, but it is very interesting. It says, our modern classic lip mousse glides on smooth to a full coverage matte finish. I wouldn't say this is full coverage. The result is soft focus lips with a surge of moisture. It definitely has that soft focus blurred look. I will say that about it. So I don't know. So far, I'm liking some of the other products more, but we're not done yet. Next, we have 2 bronzer sticks. I've been loving bronzer sticks lately. You guys know I love the LauraGellerBeauty one, the Sculpt in a Stick for years. I've repurchased it over and over. Lately, the Mary Kay Bronzer Duo Stick has been a favorite of mine. So I'm very curious about this one. It says Sculpt, Shade, and Glow Italian Marble Bronzer Stick. It's creamy, multi-dimensional bronzer stick, glides on effortlessly for a radiant look that's beautifully bronzed, never orange. Nice. Marbleized pigments swirl together directly on your skin for the most natural looking color. Enriched with sodium hyaluronate and vitamin E to help moisturize and rejuvenate. So I only have the prep products and the concealer product on the face and the lip product. So it makes it sound like you're just supposed to swipe it on for added skincare, but I already have 2 layers of products underneath. This is what the packaging looks like. It's pretty luxe looking. So first off, we have Capri Coast, which is the lighter one. I'm running out of space here. Right here. Ooh, that is a nice light shade. And it says there's like different shades in here to swirl together to make the perfect shade, which is interesting. And then the deeper one is Dioro Glow. Ooh, they're nice and cool looking. So I think I'm going to try contouring with the deeper one and bronzing with the lighter one. I don't know, should I just draw it on my face? So that's the deeper one, and then the lighter one. You can see the shade difference there. Normally I wouldn't just swipe it on the face like this, but that's what it said to do. It said swipe on the skin. Okay, I definitely see some of the glow on the face, but I don't feel like it blended out super well with the brush. I think I'm just going to try to swipe it on with my sponge. Okay, so this side has no bronzer. This side does. It definitely has like a glow, but I wonder if it's going to dry down or stay just a little bit tacky, which is more youthful, but when you have combination oily skin, the glow can turn to grease kind of quickly. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe if I swipe it on and then try to blend it out with a sponge. Let's try that. All right, looking glowy. That brings me to the next product, which is pretty much on trend. Everyone's coming out with like a cream blush product. These are the Serum Blush Cheek Tints. Cheek tints that provide a refreshing cooling sensation and a perfect watercolor-like flush of color, okay? Hyaluronic acid and polysaccharide keep skin hydrated and protect against moisture loss for youthful-looking supple cheeks. The innovative serum texture dabs on smoothly without messing up makeup underneath. Let's see. Go for a natural flushed finish or build it up for a more pigmented look, okay? Right out of the bag, you get like a little puff tip. This is what the packaging looks like. Ah, okay, and it already has one in there, so they give you a replacement, which is nice. Let me open these up and check out the colors. Okay, so they look like this, and on the bottom it has a little arrow and it says open this way. So I guess you just continue going, and it does say that this top can be removed to clean, which is nice. Okay, so this first shade is Refreshing Rose. Definitely watercolor-like, not a lot of pigment, but it can be built up. Next up, we have Poppy Peach. Next, we have Practical Pink. That one seems the most pigmented of all of them. They kind of smell like paint. And then we have Graceful Guava, which also looks a bit stronger in pigment. I'm going to try Refreshing Rose, and it says it's not supposed to mess up any of the makeup underneath by swiping it on. So I could swipe or I could pat. And since I don't have foundation on, it might be hard to tell if it's moving anything underneath. But it definitely is like a light watercolor flush of color. That's really pretty, really youthful. They are light shades, like just sheer shades, but I feel like you can still see it on my skin tone, so that's good. Next up, we have a powder product. This is the Matte Maker Translucent Setting Powder. Set it and forget it. Like a translucent veil, the silky setting powder absorbs excess oil to mattify skin, lock in foundation, and keep your complexion shine-free from day to night. Sweep it on to instantly diffuse the appearance of fine lines, imperfections, and pores for a smooth, photo-ready finish. Now, the concealer was supposed to be crease-proof and transfer-proof, but as you can see, it's settling into all of my under eye lines and my lid. So it is not crease-proof. It's actually making my eye area look pretty mature. I don't think it's super flattering, super hydrating on the under eye area. The rest of the face, it looks okay. This is nice packaging. It's like a plastic tin. Interesting. It does not come with a poof, but it does have a little indent here so you can get something in and pop out the pan. So that makes me think that there's probably refills. So let's see. Okay, it's lightly set this side of the face, so you can see all the glow and the shine on this side, and then it's kind of set it down and tamed everything, but it also did kind of cancel out all the color we just put on the face. You can't see any of the bronzer, you really can't see much of the blush. I wonder if it will work well on top. Yeah, that seemed to work fine on top of the powder, which is nice. Okay, so the only product left to try is the mascara, but I'm gonna plop on some eyeshadow first. So I'll be back to try the last product and give you my first impressions on all of these new Laura Geller beauties. Okay guys, I am back with brows and shadow on. I applied the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette to the eyes. Pretty look. So now all we have left is to try the mascara from Laura Geller. This is the Always There Lengthening Waterproof Mascara, 100% waterproof. Ultra creamy formula immediately builds and lengthens lashes. The brush shape features soft, wavy fibers that delivers a perfect amount of pigment with the very first stroke. I'm picky when it comes to mascaras. I generally like the hourglass shape bristle wands. I don't usually like the rubbery ones. And I don't like a super wet formula. I like something that won't go everywhere and make a mess. But this is beautiful royal blue packaging with gold writing. Ready? Okay, it is a slight hourglass. And is it spiraled as well? I think it's a spiraled hourglass. Interesting. This seems promising. Let's check it out. It's not tapered at the end, which I don't like. I like it when it gets slightly thinner towards the end so you can really get into the tiny hairs on the inner part of the eye. All right, first coat, very wispy, very light. I don't really think it deposits enough product. The first stroke, so let's build it up. That's better. And even though it's waterproof, it does have some play time. So I can wiggle through a second or third coat if I need to, and it isn't completely dry already. Okay, I would say brands are stepping up their mascara game. This is pretty good. So before, you can barely see my lashes at all, and after. Here's the way the mascara looks on both eyes. really pretty. I would say you need like 2 to 3 coats, so I wouldn't say it gives you enough on first swipe, but this is nice. Okay, so after trying all of the new products from Laura Geller, there are some that are standouts for me. So far, I'm really liking this just because it made my skin look youthful and glowy, which means I can wear less makeup, which is nice. So I like that so far. I also like these watercolor blush sticks. I'm curious to try these with other products or even without anything underneath and see kind of what they do. The under eye primer and brightener was really nice. It definitely does illuminate, so I like that so far. The lip product is still on my lips, but I'm just not, I don't know. It's just not my type of product, I guess. If I want color, I want to be able to see the color. Or if I want something sheer and glossy, then I want something sheer and glossy. This is kind of somewhere in between, but if you want a kiss of color and you don't want to feel like you're wearing anything, then you would like this. The mascara, you guys know, this is nice. I like it. The concealer, I'm going to have to try it with a different sponge because I have a feeling this sponge was kind of drawing some of the moisture out, because when I applied it with my fingers, it worked a bit better. Would I say it is crease proof? No. Would I say it's transfer proof? No. So I'm not sure those claims are correct, but I will continue to try this one and play around with it and see what works best for me. And then the powder, I'm going to use this during the day and see how it works as a touch-up powder. So I like it. I'm curious if it has a white cast. I'll try it in flash photography, see what I think, but it's like a touch-up powder. It seems nice so far, and I like the little plastic compact it comes in, so kind of like smart, lightweight packaging. So those are my first impressions of the new products from Laura Geller. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing me revisit this brand. A lot has happened since I've tried it last. Still a fan of a lot of the products, so they're still doing well. Thank you again to Laura Geller for sending me these products to share with you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.